Alright guys, here's part 2 of the fuel tanks. So what I've done, I spray painted the fuel tanks black. Actually this one I spray painted brown though. But I'm going to respray paint it black. Anyway, but we're only going to work on one right now for the time being. So first we're going to do is a rust effect. And how we do that, pick this up from miniwargaming.com on their YouTube channel. So now you can't apply paint directly to the bottle. It's too plasticky. The paint will just smear all over the place. So you use the black coat to. Sorry if I'm shaking. I'm kind of shaking the bottle here. So you use the black to give it a place for the paint to stick to. So we're going to use 3 colors for our paints. Now they do make paints that have it oxidizes, I guess, or something, but it creates a rust effect. But what I'm gonna do, which I picked up from Mini Wargaming, is we're gonna paint it red and then brown, not covering up all of the red, and then gray, not covering up all the brown. And that should create a rust effect, hopefully. So put that down. A little red paint, and then just start going over it. See? Like so. I don't know if it would be any easier if I had red spray paint, but I'm not going to worry about it. Right now I'm just going to use my simple acrylics. I guess I could just apply 2 coats and that should work well. And now I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do for the top, because I don't think putting the cap up there is the best option. Besides, I already kind of filled the cap up with paint, but I don't like how that looks, because it kind of just makes it look like a bottle then. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to basically leave the prints, the recycle number and whatnot, all that mold stuff. I think I'm just going to leave that on there, because I really don't care. But if you guys want to get rid of it on yours, you can cover it up however you like, or whatever. These videos are just show some basic ideas. I'm not going to go into extreme modeling or whatever. So there's the most of it. We're just going to set it down now and let it dry. Please. There we go. That was tricky. Okay. So that's a lot of it painted red. I still got to get the bottom rim right here, but we'll wait for it to dry so I can handle it again and give it a second coat. Anyway, so paint it red, and we'll do that with that one and that one once I spray paint it black. So paint it red, and we'll be back. Alright, so here's our fuel tank so far. I gave it a second coat of red. Some of the black's still showing through. But it really doesn't matter, because we're going to cover it up with some brown, and hopefully that'll get rid of even more of the black. So, which brown do I want to use? Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, brown. So, you just take the brown, and just squeeze it on your palette or whatever you have. I have this piece of tin foil, works just as well. Alright, and you get your brush, which I have right here. Now, you're not going to coat the entire thing in brown. You're going to just paint most of it, leaving a little bit of red still showing through. It's not dry brushing. It's just controlling how much you put on there. Alright, so hopefully this turns out okay. Usually one coat should be enough, so that way you can still see enough red through it. All right, so let's do that. All right, get this out of the way. You can just see I'm just gonna some brown paint. When you paint it, the bristles should spread it out enough so that way you still see a good amount of red. So there we go. There it is. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more red to it, but as you can see, there's the brown. You can still see the red behind it. So I'm gonna let that. I'm gonna finish it up, and I'll probably apply maybe a second coat, maybe in a dry brushing style. Right now I'm just painting it on though. All right. So we'll be back once this is finished. Bye. All right. So here we go. Not sure if you can see, but it's our fuel tank right now. Painted up. We gave it that 2 coats of red, and now we gave it a coat of brown. It's actually more like, well, I just put a heavy first coat is all. That's what I'd call it. It's not really 2 coats, it's just one heavy first coat. But you can still see the red underneath. But now we're gonna cover that in gray. So, got the gray. All right. So, and just same like before, we're going to take our brush, and we're going to liberally apply the gray to the fuel tank, but making sure that we don't cover up the entire thing. We want some of the brown showing. And this should create a rust effect when we're finished. At least I hope so. I think I may have put it on a bit too much gray. I think it's because the red and the brown, seeing as how they're really similar in color, at least I think they are. Probably, that's why it looks so well, but the gray, being it's really different, really covered up that brown more than I was hoping it would. Well, actually, it's not so bad, and I'm sure when it dries, it'll be not as thick as I think it is. Maybe, I hope. So, can you see that? I'm trying to... I don't think I was keeping the fuel tank in range of the camera at all. Alright, so. Whoops. There we go. We're going to let that dry. And that's basically it. You can see the red and the brown showing through. On the top. I have to touch up the bottom along the rim. You can see right there. But that'll be done, later. Right now we're just working on the body. All right. I can't turn my hand all the way around that way. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.